All right, Shalom. First off, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to
To
Yahweh,
Yahweh, Ba'ashem,
Yahweh
Yahushai,
Shai,
Ba'ashem,
Ba'ashem,
Rekakwadash.
I want to give double honors to our apostles and elders at Great Millstone who do real well. And we want to say Shalom to all your Akim across the four winds, pushing this 100% truth across the four winds so we can seal the elect and make it to the kingdom. Just wanted to go into this article that I came across, you know, basically about adultery. You know, I'm gonna read it off my phone, then we're gonna get some precepts, and Lord willing, through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai, this lesson will be edifying. Okay. This is an article from the BBC, Ghana.com. All right, and it's the title reads, "Man seriously beats wife to pulp after DNA test shows he's not the father of their 3 kids." You know, and here's a little picture of the little adulterer. You know, pretty much looking all, you know. And when I first read this, the first thing came to my mind was, hey man, he's lucky. So like she's lucky that he didn't kill her. You know what I mean? Because really they're supposed to get put to death. You know, her and whoever the man or men that she has been dealing with behind her husband's back. You know, that produced these kids that happen not to be his. You know, you brothers got something?
Yeah, it was that is considered a shameless act. This is Ecclesiastes or Sirach chapter 25 verse 13. It reads, it says, "Give me any plague but the plague of the heart, and any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman." And it just shows you how deceitful and wicked a woman can be to have birthed 3 children that don't even belong to the husband that she's been with. You know, she's been sleeping around, committing adultery. You know, and look at the separation that has caused it in that marriage, you know, until we're, you know, what's the scripture says, a man's what
A man's foes are his house. You know.
no where the wrath of a man.
Yeah, look that one up. I know what you're talking about. But
Salaki, go ahead.
no, just to add, you know, the women are so wicked and twisted that they go along, depending on how old the kids were, you know, they go along like ain't nothing happened, like they didn't do no wrong, or that you would never find out, you know, like you're supposed to ultimately just trust them. Like that's bugged out.
Hey, the water Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, that the Lord is, gave us this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, man, to not be fooled by these nigger women out here, man. Okay. Or you know, just majority of our women of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native and Seminole Indians, you women are, you know, because we pretty much know that majority of our women are whores. You know, it's just what it is. You know, if you know, majority of our women aren't with the man that actually took their virginity, that they're actually married to, according to the scriptures. You know, you got something.
Yeah, this is Proverbs 6, Proverbs chapter 6, verse 34. And it reads, it says, "For jealousy is the rage of a man, therefore he will not spare in the day of vengeance." You gotta think about how what he did to that woman, out of the anger that came upon him, the rage that came upon him after he found out that she had birthed 3 children that don't belong to him.
You know what? It's like it. Let me read this article. It's pretty short, and then I want you to read that again. It's once again, the title says, "Man seriously beats wife to a pulp after DNA test shows he's not the father of their 3 kids." Man. All right, it says a Nigerian man has beaten his wife mercilessly. You know, they got to throw that in there and make Jake look like he just was an animal. You know, which, hey, he has a right to be. You know, in this situation, it says after a DNA test proved he's not the biological father of their kids. According to the person who shared the story on social media, the man based in Canada, all right, so he was in Canada, based in Canada, returned to Nigeria to fly his family to join him in Canada, but fate had a way of turning things around It says, in the course of filing for the travel documents for the children, the Canadian embassy requested for the test to prove the children are his. All right. It says the man agreed to conduct the test. In his mind, he thinking like, oh yeah, these my kids, whatever, do that. She probably was shaking in her boots at that moment. You know what I mean? Like, because that woman had to have she had to have some type of idea that these kids, that there's a possibility, whether it's 50-50, whatever, a possibility that these children are not his,
Got a precept.
Okay.
It says, this is Luke 8, chapter 17. It says, for nothing is secret that shall not be made manifest, neither anything hid that shall not be known and come abroad.
That's right.
So, hey, that was part of her being exposed and everything that she did in the dark coming to light.
Hey, even the article said that. It said, but fate had a way of turning things around. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, exposing her.
It was all about Shemal Shai, man. We living in that time right now, man, where things that were hidden in the dark are being brought to light.
That's right.
The time of judgment.
That's right.
All wickedness, man. And like the brother says, it's a time of judgment, and this was her judgment. Okay, well, probably not her ultimate judgment. Her ultimate judgment, we're gonna get to that through the scriptures.
Mm-hmm. I got another scripture for you, real quick, just to show you the type of kind of behavior a lot of these women are on, and what the scriptures say about these particular women. This is Ecclesiastes or Sirach, verse 26-25, and it reads, it says, a shameless woman shall be counted as a dog. It don't get no. Hey, what she did was shameless.
Yeah.
And
the word shameless just means without remorse.
without remorse,
And it's lucky, and she didn't have no damn remorse, man. You got to think about it, man. We don't even know how old these children are, man. God. The oldest can probably be 18, man. And she been doing that for 18 years, man. Committing adultery to her husband, man.
Well, she got 3 kids, either quote unquote. Like, so, we don't know. She could have just did it 3 times, and she could have, left it alone. But the fact is that you hid it. You tried to hide it. You lied to the man. Him thinking these his kids, and you can imagine the loss that he had to take, buying the kids food, buying diapers, spending time with these kids. And you mean to tell me that they ain't mine? They're somebody else's? And then on top of that, on the flip side, the man whose kids they are, wherever they may be, he don't even know that that's his kids.
Exactly.
Right. And then on top of that, just overall the embarrassment, man. The embarrassment, because remember, they're live. So like they're most likely, like it says, in the Canadian embassy requested for the test to prove the kids were his. So he's live inside of the Canadian embassy trying to travel with his family, and then the bomb get dropped on him that, hey, these ain't even your kids, man. So now they can't even go with him. You know what I mean?
Hey, that's an Israelite, by the way.
Right.
Nigerians are Israelites.
God. It's to those who can receive it, right? Who can receive it to the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemal Shai. It says, all right, let me finish reading this right quick. It says the man agreed to conduct the test only for it to come out as negative for him. Not even one of the 3 children is his biological child. The man, on seeing the DNA results, got angry and beat his wife to the extent that she lost 4 teeth. See the post on social media. Yeah, they got more pictures on here. But that's pretty much the article.
You can imagine.
But I wanted to bring this out, you see, because this is just one example, man. And hey, you know what? Me and the brother was talking earlier. Me and the brother Shamar, you women are getting judged heavy, man, right now, man.
That's right.
Yeah,
heavy, man.
Yeah, it's been
the
happening.
women with your children, man, getting judged heavy, man. Heavy, And I want to get a precept right quick. This is the book of Ecclesiastes, or Sirach, chapter 25, and verse 25, right? See like it. And it
That's
reads,
what I was looking for, but
and it reads, it says, give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad. You see what I'm saying?
because you give the woman liberty to gad abroad. They do stuff like that. You know.
Well, what did it say? It said he was stationed in what?
In Canada.
In Canada,
Yeah.
and while his wife was back at home, and he gave her the liberty to gather abroad while he was gone. And look what she went and did.
And that's that westernized, wine and philosophies and stuff like that. That's that westernized mindset that Esau has pretty much put on our women. You see what I'm saying? And they take it, man. They love it. You know what I mean? Our women love to that liberty to gad abroad. You see what I'm saying? But what our people need to understand is, man, we have a father, man. You see what I'm saying? We have Yahweh, you see what I'm saying, which is the Heavenly Father. We have a power, man. All right? And our power gave us rules, laws, statutes, and commandments, man. You know what I'm saying? To follow, to keep everything in order. You see, but our people don't like order, But that's what happens, when you get out of order, man. Okay?
Uh-huh.
As far as this man's reaction, man, because like I said, man, she's lucky he didn't kill her, man.
Well, he should have. It would have been righteous judgment to do it,
God.
The law say if a man lie with another man's woman, roughly paraphrase, both of them should be put to death.
God.
But in this particular case, he don't know who the person was, and here we go with this woman, So hey, she should be put to death.
And something's telling me that he definitely did that. The man knew that woman was spoken for.
God.
So I don't know. You got anything else?
Yep, I got one more here.
Grab that one you had about the jealousy.
Oh yeah. Okay, let me grab this one right quick. It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 30, verse 20. It says, "Such is the way of an adulterous woman," right? Which is what she was, right, or what she is, right? It says, "She eateth and wipeth her mouth, and saith, I have done no wickedness."
Right, trying to hide their wickedness, the wicked, filthy deed that she had just did. Lying to this man's face all this time.
God, and that's you know what, to a man, because doesn't it say in the scriptures, right? It speaks about the glory of a man and a woman, all right? The glory of a woman is her hair, all right? The glory of a man is his woman, man, his wife, And there's nothing more disappointing, man, and like, hurtful, you see what I'm saying, than to find out that your woman, man, has been letting letting another man pipe her, man. You see what I'm saying? So, that's actually one of the biggest sins a woman can commit.
Defile.
Right.
You defile. That's why she's been put to death. Defile.
And just like it says here in Proverbs, okay, chapter 30, verse 20, it says, "Such is the way of an adulterous woman. She eateth and wipeth her mouth, and saith, I have done no wickedness."
Go ahead.
You know what I mean? Let me keep going.
No, if it's more, yeah.
No. I mean, that's pretty much the point,
Yeah, and then this is why. So go ahead.
So this is Proverbs 6:34 again. And it says, "For jealousy is the rage of a man."
Right, jealousy is the rage of a man. He said, like I said, he got it in his head. All right, these my kids. Like, yeah, I ain't got nothing to worry about. And the brother mentioned, she might have been shaking her. She should have been shaking her boots. But these women nowadays, they like, all right, if it come out, whatever.
Exactly.
She didn't think he would. Obviously, she didn't think he was gonna take it to that extreme, and beat her. I'm pretty sure it was in public.
Yeah, that was
knock her teeth out, man.
In the embassy.
That was a mercy beating, because like I said, this man put women to death.
I'm pretty sure he tried to.
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm pretty sure.
But the Lord issues death. So
That's
go
right.
ahead with that.
It says, "Therefore he will not spare in the day of vengeance."
Right, he would not spare in the day of vengeance. Hey, he beat her mercilessly. He made her wish she was dead. But hey, she got what judgment was coming to her. So you got anything else? I'm pretty sure you do.
No, no, I mean, you know what? I just wanted to add, just you women, man, that are out there, committing adultery, which is pretty much all of you. You know what I mean? I'm thinking that it's okay to have multiple sex partners, to have sex with multiple men, bear children, and keep secrets that the man or your husband, that they might not be the father of the children that they think they are the father of the children. All of that wickedness, man, gathering abroad and all of that, man, is about to come to naught, man.
That's right.
You know,
That's right.
it's about to come to naught, man, because the Lord, through the Spirit, we can already see the Lord is already shaking shit up. It's like shaking things up around here. You see, for you women, man, What matter of fact, what is that? What is that? You already you think you know
I
what
think I
I'm
really
thinking?
saw it. The judgment coming for him.
Gotta grab something right quick, because in a minute, man, you women, man, y'all gonna be coming to us men, man, begging, man,
Isaiah 4:1.
Isaiah 4:1.
So women shall take hold of one man. That's what you looking for? Or a man shall be a hiding place from the wind, Hey, because we already know things finna get a whole lot more hectic. And you women, hey, most of y'all getting it now. Because that humbling process is coming,
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 4, verse 1. It says, and in the day, it's like in that day, in what day, man? When everything, when shit hits the fan out here, man, there's no food, there's pestilences, there's famines, no food, like I mentioned, martial laws kicking off out here.
Oh man, these women, man, they get the panicking when food stamps and welfare get cut.
Hey, just to
When a bill come in the mail, man.
hey, just to really paint the picture, like you think about it. Say in that day, like look at the days we're living in now, right? You can go to the store, you can go shopping, you can do this, you can do that. You might have a little discouragement here and there, and these women are getting put to death now. So how much more in that time? So these women are going to be terrified and fear, and that's why that in that day,
And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, "We will eat our own bread." Like you really have to visualize and meditate on this, man. Because knowing the mind state and the mindset of our and like the spirit, the proudness and everything of our women today. For them to get to this point, man, because this is gonna happen, man. This is a prophecy, and for them to get to this point, where that they're begging, for us to take away their reproach, man. That means that they're gonna be in some hard, lowly times, man.
hey, that shame, because like I said, hey, you can you can get with this or you can get with death. Because hey, like bro said, hey, it's gonna be all kind of chaos going on. You're gonna have women being raped, robbed, killed, which we experiencing now. But hey, everything is finna turn up. Hell, you gonna have men dying, men crying like women. But the true men, the ones who's doing the right thing now. Like the scripture said, now will be the stability of that time. And the ones who's working toward that crown now. And we're gonna be, Lord willing, that glorified self. That the ones that they cling to, because we know the way, we know the way of righteousness, and on top of that, hey, the Lord is going to be protecting us.
Let me finish this out. It says, and in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, "We will eat our own